Well, hi halflings! Welcome back to story time. How are you today? Hopefully you are doing well. Today we're going to dive into another book, as always. It's called Deer Dancer, and it's written by Mary Lynn Ray, and it's illustrated by Lauren Stringer. And this is what it looks like on the cover. And as you can see, it's about a girl. She does ballet. I won't go into too much detail because we're going to dive in, but it's kind of a cute book. As always, though, we're going to talk about some vocab words. So the first word is practice. Now, I'm sure you have practiced something, and if you have and you want to share it with me, I would love to hear it. But anyways, practice is when you do something over and over and over again, and you're trying to get good at something or stay good at something. Like something that I can think of is riding a bike. That's a good thing to practice, right? The other word was kind of a weird word. As I was writing it out, I realized how weird it is. It's called graze. Now this is when usually an animal is eating grass. To graze is when they eat outside the grass. Usually like cows or deer in our story. They graze on grass, or they feed on, they eat. So, with those two words in mind, let's start our book. Alright, so once again we have Deer Dancer, written by Mary Lynn Ray, and it's illustrated by Lauren Stringer. Okay. Deer Dancer, our title page. And she has taken 2 sticks and put them in her headband to look like a deer. Isn't that cute? There's a place I go that's green and grass, a place I thought that no one knew, until the day a deer came. There she is. She is practicing her ballet. Remember? Practice to do something over and over again. She's trying to get good at ballet, so she's practicing. And here's a little sparrow watching her, and a little ladybug. Hardly noticeable up there. When the deer saw me, I stood so still. I tried to be part of the grass. I stayed still as he came nearer, nearer, until he was so close I could have touched him. He looked at me, I looked at him. Oh. So if this happened to you, what would you feel inside? I might feel a little bit nervous. I don't know. He's staring back at her. What do you think will happen? Let's turn the page and keep reading and find out. Then he flashed his tail and leaped back toward the trees, where shadows start and woods begin. Oh, there he goes. He's leaping and running away. And there she is. She's standing there watching him. Did Nana somewhere meet the deer? When she's teaching me to dance, she says, "Hold your head as if you're wearing antlers." Look at all those girls doing ballet, and I think there's a boy too doing ballet, which is cool to see, because ballet is for both boys and girls. She says, "Listen with your cheekbones. Look with the eyes and your shoulders." There they are. I wonder, halflings, are there any of you that do ballet? But when she says to reach like this, or bend, or spin, I don't look like Nana. That just means she needs to practice more, right? And then someday she'll probably be even better than Nana, maybe. So I come to practice in the place that's grass. Here's our vocabulary word, practice. To do something over and over again, to get better at it. And the deer comes back. Oh, here he is, coming through the trees. He lowers his antlers in greeting. I lower mine. Ah, there she is with her antlers again, and her headband, her sticks. He starts to graze, and I begin to feel a song inside. Not one with words, a song to dance. Oh, and I missed our vocabulary word, graze. See, he's grazing on the grass, eating. Graze. Grazing on that grass. Maybe the deer does too. He lifts his ears, his nose, his neck, and leaps and turns around me. I answer with what I've learned from Nana, and then he answers back. There they are. He shows me how to leap like him and leap like him, throwing his antlers back, so I throw mine too. Woo! Here's a woodpecker. And a squirrel they're watching in this forest. I love this picture because it shows how big this little secret place is that she has. I would love to be in a place like this to read some books. What do you guys think? Halflings, do you like the forest? And round we dance, a dance for sun and green and grass. They are both practicing. Until he turns again and goes, but leaves our dance for me to dance. There he goes, he's running away, and there she stays to practice. I turn the way that Nana says, our round earth turns. I turn the way my song turns. Do you see in the grass? I wonder if she has caused these swirly patterns in the grass from twirling so much. I leap 100 leaps, and then one more. I wish antlers were to keep, but I have to go. Looks like she's getting better, huh, from all that practicing. She's done those ballet moves over and over again. Now there's only empty grass. Then shadows move behind the trees. I think the deer is back with other deer so they can dance the dance deer dance. Ooh, that's a tongue twister. Say that 10 times fast. But here are the deer. Looks like there's 3 of them. Do you see any more? I think those are the only animals except for her. Here she goes with her antlers in her hands. When no one's there to see. Oh, look at all those deer now. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 deer. The end. So that is our book, Deer Dancer by Mary Lynn Ray. Well, thanks so much for listening to this book with me again, Halflings, The Deer Dancer by Mary Lynn Ray. I hope you enjoyed it and practiced some new vocabulary words, going over these words over and over again, and learning about grazing, eating some grass. Yeah, I asked some questions about the book. If you guys want to comment those in the section, I would love to hear the answers to those. If you've practiced ballet, I can't remember the other questions I asked, so if you remember, let me know. Yeah, I would love to hear about them. And as always, stay tuned for a craft that's related to this book. So, until then, have a wonderful time, Halflings, and be safe, and see you later. Bye, guys!